When authorities looked at surveillance footage from a daycare recently, they couldn't believe their eyes. There are definitely some evil people in this world, and this woman, girl, whatever, is one of them. Temple police arrested 24-year-old Jasmine Cullum, who was a teacher at Ignite Learning Academy, and she was charged with injury to a child. On Wednesday, October 16th at around 11 p.m., officers were called to a children's specialty medical clinic, hospital type thing, for a welfare concern regarding a 3-month-old infant. When they got there, officers found out that the baby had been taken to Ignite Learning Academy that morning at around 8 a.m. At around 4 p.m., the child started to show tiredness and lethargy that was not normal. EMS was eventually contacted and they decided to transport the child for medical care. Authorities went back and looked at video footage of the infant while he was at the daycare before EMS was called. The footage showed Jasmine here picking up the baby with her left arm and swinging him and bouncing him in a forceful manner, which caused him to flop around as if he was a literal rag doll. Jasmine reportedly then put the baby in a baby bouncer and aggressively bounced him so much that his head and shoulders were thrown all around, backwards and frontwards. The footage then showed Jasmine place both of her hands on both sides of the bouncer and pushed with even more force, and that caused the child to jolt back and forth. What a monster. Then placed her feet on the bouncer and shook it until the infant fell over sideways. The video then shows her pulling the child back up by his head, and she continues to shake the bouncer with her feet. Then she put her foot on the infant's chest and forcefully pushed her foot down repeatedly, which caused the baby to violently jolt and jerk frontwards and backwards. After that, Jasmine then picks the baby up and roughly hits him on the back, and then put him back in the bouncer, continuing to bounce her foot until she gets the infant out of the bouncer. By the time she took the baby out, he was limp and unresponsive, so she took him to the daycare director, and the daycare director called 911. Reportedly, the baby had a subdural hematoma in the left front subdural, as well as interretinal and preretinal hemorrhages in both of his eyes. Unreal. It was said that Child Protective Services are working alongside the Temple Police Department. Hopefully, they'll do their job with this one. Jasmine the monster is being held on a $125,000 bond. Anyone with more information about this case or any case that they feel might be related to Ignite Learning Academy is asked to call 254-298-5009. And if you want to remain anonymous, you can call Bell County Crime Stoppers at 254-526-8477. This makes my blood boil, and honestly, she doesn't deserve any bond whatsoever. I hope she stays behind bars for a very long time. People know who is watching your kids at all time. Daycare directors and schools know who you're hiring. Maybe she showed no signs of violence before, I don't know. She doesn't need to work around children ever again, nor does she even deserve the gift of having a child herself. That's just my personal and very honest opinion. For more true crime, don't forget to hit the follow button.